Welcome to Cafe Enoma and welcome to our reaction to Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. And we are going to listen to the song Fishing in the Dark. This is our first time single take on its reaction to it. Let's get started. Fishing in the Dark.
Reminds me of that song Night Swimming of R.E.M. Night Swimming,
That's a
beautiful
good
song,
song,
yeah. So this is Fishing in the Dark. Let's listen to it. It's the first time single take on its reaction to this request by Brent. You can check out our Patreon page to learn more about us or request a reaction to. Link is in the description box below. Let's get started with this spontaneous, impromptu, pure, raw, sincere and open review of Fishing in the Dark by the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band.
Lazy yellow moon coming up tonight, shining through the trees. Crickets are singing and lightning bugs are floating on the breeze. Baby, get ready. Across the field where the creek turns back by the old stumble road, I'm gonna take you to a special place that nobody knows. Baby, get ready. Ooh, you and me going fishing in the dark, lying on our backs and counting the stars where the cool grass grows. Down by the river in the full moonlight, we'll be falling in love in the middle of the night, just moving slow. Whole night through, it feels so good to be with you. Spring is almost over and the summer's coming, the days are getting long. I waited all winter for the time to be right, just to take you along. Baby, get ready. Don't matter if we sit forever and the fish don't bite. We'll jump in a river and cool ourselves from the heat of the night. Baby, get ready. Ooh, you and me going fishing in the dark, lying on our backs and counting the stars where the cool grass grows. By the river in the full moonlight, we'll be falling in love in the middle of the night, just moving slow. Staying the whole night through, it feels so good to be with you and me going fishing in the dark, lying on our backs and counting the stars where the cool grass grows. By the river and down by the light, we'll be falling in love in the middle of the night, just moving slow. You and me going fishing in the dark, lying on our backs and counting the stars where the cool grass grows. Down by the river and down by the light, we'll be falling in love in the middle of the night.
Nice.
Wow, this
beautiful,
is good.
beautiful. This is
Describing.
so romantic, so beautiful. It's so wonderful to listen to words like that. Wow. It just paints such a beautiful picture in my mind right now. What do you have to say about it, Kirti?
It was so good to listen to him sing the experience that he's going to have with her. Even though they don't catch fish, that does not matter. What matters is her company and all the description of the beautiful night, full moon night that he's describing. Silver in the silver light of the night, it feels good. It definitely feels good. You get naturally high because of the natural impact on you, because of the full moon and everything. And the water reflection in the water, your surroundings are gonna be natural. It's all good. But I was worried about one thing. I don't know which part of USA this is from, but in India, I think most parts of India, if you were to imagine something like that, fishing in the dark, going, it won't be that good, because there are snakes that will be out during the summertime is the peak time for them to be out and about and all over the place. Spring, summertime, they are always out because it's very hot for them to be underground, so they come out for some break. So it's a bad time. It's a bad time to imagine yourself being outside like that, and having a good time. It will be dangerous on the grass, definitely not. Maybe on a plank, perhaps.
Yeah. It's a beautiful song, beautiful. I absolutely love the sound of the mouth organ or harmonica, as well as that
Pluck of the guitar.
plucking
Nice,
of the loose string guitar or native instrument that was used. That was beautiful, beautiful touch added by this band. Wow. And they stay true to their word, the nitty gritty dirt band.
Yep.
It's all about the countryside, heading out there, having fun, being romantic, spending time with loved ones, fishing, doing all the things that people used to do quite a lot in the decades that have gone by. When I was little, I was a little boy in Mumbai. Very often, all these things would be talked about. That I'm going fishing, I'm going on a picnic. It would happen sometimes every second weekend. Every weekend, maybe not, but every second weekend, people would be out. People would be out there enjoying at the creek, at the ponds, at the lakes if they were nearby to the home. They would be fishing, they would be swimming, they would be enjoying themselves. They would be having a nice hearty picnic lunch or our own style of barbecue. Indian barbecue is a little different from the Western BBQ, but more or less the same. It's similar. If you look at it in a weird kind of way, it's actually the same thing. Similar menus on summer nights or summer evenings. So all that was very common when I was growing up. In fact,
actually fish
till
is also major.
I think till the
barbecue.
mid-90s in Mumbai, even though it's a city, it was very, very common for people to go out fishing, people to go out dancing, to the restaurants and wherever live bands used to play and all that. It was quite common. And it was very affordable too. So you wouldn't have just one section of society reaping the rewards of those kind of amenities. Everyone would enjoy, and especially picnics, fishing was very, very common, very, very common in our part of the world. So I definitely connect with the song. And definitely, if you have a loved one with you, fish or no fish, it don't matter. You can just spend time cuddling each other, holding each other, dancing, singing. Yeah, be careful about the snakes, but I'm assuming in that part of the world,
They are not worried about it.
There are no snakes.
Because from where I come, where my childhood was, we had 2 lakes, one in the front of the house, one at the back of the house. We had fish in them, but we could never think of such an adventurous night.
In Mumbai, it wasn't a problem. Snakes, I don't think.
No, at Mumbai they are less because of...
Back then it was called Bombay, of course, our city. That time there was no problem. No problem of snakes as such. Everyone was enjoying
We
themselves.
lived with snakes.
Yeah, the people
Grown up
love,
with snakes.
in fact, people love going to the parks. There was one major, now there may be many recreational areas in Mumbai and around Mumbai, but that time there used to be one huge national park. But now there's so many water parks, so many gardens, so many areas. The hills are just so close. Earlier, those days when I was young, it wasn't easy to go to the hills or even lakes,
Now it's
which were on the outskirts
very
of the
fast.
city. Now with our roads and our amenities, you can just book a cab and be there in less than an hour, to a nearby lake or waterfall in the rainy season and go fishing, go just have a nice picnic moment, and they're beautiful rented villas. I'm assuming it must be similar in the West today.
Yeah.
There must be maybe forest lodges, maybe resorts. Here they are more rental villas and bungalows. So we often use them, even ourselves when we go on weekend breaks or whenever we go out with friends. We usually rent out a complete whole bungalow or villa in the hills or by a lake or beach. We have a lot of beaches near Mumbai. Mumbai was actually
we
an
are on
island.
the western coast, right?
Beautiful song, beautiful song. Coming back to the song directly, I like the way it was worded. I like the way it went. It captures the spirit of night,
Yeah.
night fishing, night romance. It captures everything that a person must be longing for, a person who's there and who now probably can't go out because of whatever reasons, or maybe they still can. I'm not sure how it is going on there. But here it's not that easy to do all these things in today's world. Like Kirti said, first of all, the snakes. They're not the
I'm
snakes.
just saying, because I came from a place
Yeah,
where
first of all, there'll be
it
snakes.
was an infested
If not
place and they
snakes,
didn't
there
bite.
might be
but
crocodiles, there
being
might be
careful
so
was
many
enough.
other dangerous things in the forest and lakes. But beaches are safe. More or less, I
Beaches
love
are
the
safe.
beaches.
Beaches are
I've
safe.
always talked
Yeah.
about the beaches in my audiobooks, in my lectures. I love the beaches. I've gone on vacations primarily to beaches and, of course, our hill stations. So for us, it's not that big a problem because we go to places where, yeah, in the hill stations in the rains, yes, I have personally seen snakes
And they're
before my very
poisonous.
eyes. Poisonous snakes, and those little ones which kill the most people. You actually see them around in the rains. But for them, I don't think those things are a problem, Kirti. So apparently they are having a
No,
problem.
certain places actually snake infestation is low and certain are more, and the land quality matters for that. If your land is sandy, there are fewer snakes, and if the land is very, absorbs a lot of water, wet soil, there are more snakes because they find very comfortable place to live. And I have had the two, my mother's side and my dad's side being completely opposite. So I know both the qualities.
Yeah. Well, fishing is not so, people don't think of those kind of things, even like bird watching.
Yeah.
There are a lot of risk involved, but no one really thinks of these kind of things. They do go prepared, of course, with the first aid kit and all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's assume for them it's completely safe. This part of the world may not be so safe to do that kind of thing at night. Snakes aren't the only things that will bother you.
Yeah, there used to be scorpions and everything.
Yeah. That's it for this one. I love the song though.